Right, how's it going, guys? We got some nice weather today. I'm gonna take this Koowheel board for a ride, and I have an extra battery, so I'm gonna go one way as far as I can, and when I ran out of battery, then I'm going to change battery and come back, and that way I'll also see if the batteries have the same capacity. But what I want to know is, do I still want this board? Is the Koowboard still good to have in 2019, considering me and my wife ride? I have an Ownboard, she has an Ownboard. We have a Koowheel board, and then we also have the Koowheel, which is the D3M version 2 Plus that came with a new motherboard. And she has a one wheel. And I have a Gotway M Super X and the 9-bot 1E Plus. So let's see, is it still worth having a Koowheel or a Koowboard in 2019, or has technology advanced so amazingly? I'm going to be using Runkeeper to track. I have an extra battery, truck tool, and an extra remote. I will not be doing any turbo. Also, good thing, good to have. I have Runkeeper on the speaker here, so let's see what happens. Whoa, whoa, twitchy throttle, such acceleration.
Activity resumed.
Whoa. See that amazingly easy turn that I did there? The back and front barrels that are board side are stock, and Roadside I switched to Divine Carver 78A.
Activity paused.
That's something, huh?
Activity resumed. Speed 20.84 kilometers per hour. Distance 2.42 kilometers. Current speed 20.25 kilometers per hour.
these carvers are a lot of fun. Runkeeper guessed that I was doing a 26 at some point, and I hit one of these bicycle symbols for the
Activity
bike path.
paused.
And man, when I was being stupid because I was carving on it, so I lost some traction to the side, and that was some drama, man.
Activity resumed.
But yeah, they're fun as hell.
Activity paused.
These carvers are a ton of fun. Imagine 2 cones,
Activity
man.
resumed.
No way. I have to say, it's not bad, man. the Riptide carvers, the 78A, they're a blast, you know. It makes the board unstable, and I like it because I like the one wheel and I like the electric unicycle, and they're of course unstable devices, so it makes it more exciting and stimulating for me. This full face helmet is great, the Laser Phoenix, and you know, very good peripheral vision. Maybe one day I'm gonna try it with goggles and see how that works. It sort of makes you feel that you're going a bit slower. So when I was like maxing out the throttle and just staying there at 30, if I was doing 30 there was wind blowing, so maybe I was doing 28. We'll see on the GoPro overlay and see if it's somewhat correct, and then cross-reference that with the Runkeeper stats. But yeah, you know, I can understand people wanting to do 35 and 40 and 45 and 50, and you're just gonna go up and up and up and up, you know. Play instead. Don't ride it like a rocket just going straight, because that's gonna be the recipe for death. Speed isn't the only answer to fun. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep rolling.
Distance 6.35 kilometers. Current speed 26.08 kilometers per hour.
Alright, so I've done like 8 kilometers, something like that, and I've pretty much been maxing, you know, where I can max, which is most of the time, but not on stupid areas or on turns, or, well, some turns, intersections, red lights and so on, you know. But I'm not trying to stay below max. I'm just pushing it up as far as it will go. I'm not used to riding that fast. There's a bit of drama for me. I am used to riding that fast on my MSX, but not on this. And yeah, that indicator says that the battery is below 40%. I thought that I would stop and see if it's a sag question and see if it goes back up to red, or I just wasn't observant and maybe it will just turn off any second. So yeah, 8 kilometers isn't much, you know. I've done 18, 19 kilometers on this board, but on the other hand, I wasn't maxing like an idiot. Alright, so I sat here for a while and it recovered from sag, so it's above 40, and it's above 40 I have a number, and that's 8 kilometers. So 40% more, I'll get maybe 6 kilometers more. That should be total 14. We'll see how that plays out. The motherboard on this is well, the ESC is the same as Ownboard basically, so they're the hobby, I think they're called. And this one just goes and goes and goes, man, and when it runs out of juice, bam, the end. You don't get much warning. So it's not like you're gonna slow down progressively, it's just gonna go, 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 and then all of a sudden, hey, it stops, and then you're like, okay, I'm out of battery. So let's rock and roll. All right, it's blinking. All right, it's flashing. So that leaves me at 12.5% of the board battery.
Distance 11.05 kilometers. Current speed 14.62 kilometers per hour. Distance 14.22 kilometers. Current speed 25.22 kilometers per hour.
Like tears, and the rain, like tears, and the rain comes down.
Distance 15.18 kilometers. Current speed 18.53 kilometers per hour.
That's the way it is.
Activity paused.
15 kilometers. This is vibrating to death. Died on an uphill, huh? No surprise. I bet I can take it down and charge the board, because I'm not putting a fresh battery in there. Not like I'm gonna put a fresh battery in there and take the downhill. So I'm gonna go on this. It recovered from some sag, and the brakes are gonna work on the way down, and then I'll run it out that way, you know. And when I get to an uphill, then maybe I'll do that. All right. So,
Activity resumed.
activity is not resumed, my friend. I'm not moving. 15 kilometers, playing around. There was one area that was around 1 kilometer or something where I...
Activity paused.
Thanks. Where I started fooling around because I saw a new outdoor gym. And I just wanted to note where it was and how to get there. But there was like a gravel path, the remaining 200 meters to get there. So it's doable by board. It's doable by one wheel, and definitely doable by M Super. So I'm gonna check out that gym with a friend, or maybe with my wife later on. All right. So this is what you need to know. So is it worth having a Koowheel? I'll tell you later when I get home. This might take a while. At least the brakes work, man.
Distance 15.75 kilometers. Current speed 20.99 kilometers per hour.
Okay, so a slight uphill. I have no gas here. Then after the hill comes a little downhill, so I'll just kick a bit. And here's what I have to say about the Koowheels when it comes to kicking. They are so smooth. They are so smooth. They're such a smooth ride when it comes to the wheels and the way they roll, man. The Ownboard does not roll like that. And these are still like 85A wheels. And it doesn't matter that they're 97. Even my orange Koowheel.
Distance 15.97 kilometers. Current speed 10.86 kilometers per hour.
The Ownboard has the flexier deck, and I took the EVA foam, and I have the Sanyo battery. So, you know, for me to do 14 kilometers, I can do 14, 15 kilometers on the Sanyo and have that much left to get back, you know. So I'll do the same range test on the Ownboard someday. We'll see. It's got some weird noise coming from the wheel. We'll see about that.
Activity paused.
Let's not fool ourselves into thinking that our electric longboards are gonna overheat in Sweden.
Activity resumed.
That I would like to see.
Distance 16.1 kilometers. Current speed 10.16 kilometers per hour.
10? Wow, such amazing. All right, let's swap the battery. Now let's not pull out the guts like I did once on this. Pulled out the whole guts, man. Flippity flap. This turned into a bit of a hassle for me last time because I wasn't able to align the screws properly, so I was losing my shit. Felt like the screw wasn't going in right, like now. Feels like it's going in like off to the side or something like that. But that's me and my OCD, so it's all good. So don't have to over tighten it because you're just gonna squish the plastic and compress it to death. Right, I just want them to be aligned. There we go, there we go. That's it. Put this little tool back in. Nice, bro. Nice. There we go. There we go. So a thing I could have done, not to be an asshole, was to actually turn the board off before doing that, but I'm a stupid ass. So good to go. I always turn off the remote when I'm not using it, because otherwise I'm going to launch it into the street or burn someone's face off. Alright, so you know, now I'm going to row home and me and my wife are going to go riding. Play playlist house on shuffle.
Playlist house shuffled and playing.
Let's go. Oh, it didn't want to start because the board was probably overcharged.
Activity resumed.
Brake check, yeah buddy. Cool story, bro. It was just an ambulance.
Activity resumed.
Just flashed red at 24 kilometers. The numbers are good.
Distance 24.46 kilometers. Current speed 22.33 kilometers per hour.
Those white lines are death. They're a trap, man.
Distance 29.27 kilometers. Current speed 11.98 kilometers per hour.
All right, so 29 kilometers, and I'm back home. And what can I say? It was an awesome ride, and I had a
Activity paused.
blast. Thank you. I had an awesome ride. I had an awesome time on the board. It was fun as hell. Really, really fun. And with 2 batteries, 29, you know, and doing 30, it's all good, man. You know, I guess if you're on a speed track or something, there were maybe a couple of times where I was like, oh yeah, doing 33 would have changed my life, bro. But I don't think they can compete with new generation of boards, because the new generation of boards, like the Wowgo, the Ownboard, the Meepo, which are in the lower price segment. I'm not talking about the backfire with caliber trucks and stuff. Like, I'm just talking like about a vanilla Wowgo, a vanilla Ownboard with a Samsung 6, man. The 30Q, you're done. They're good to go. This 5.5A battery on a full
Activity
price board,
resumed.
you know, we're getting close to Sanyo territory there. So yeah, it depends on the cost. Otherwise, I would say it's interchangeable. It's just as good as an Ownboard, just as good as
Activity paused.
Come on, man. It's just as good as any of those entry-level boards. The Wowgo, the Meepo, and the Ownboard. You know, it has a turbo mode if you want to burn out the battery and do 40. This one does 43, you know, so let's check out the 43 part in the next review when I have the balls to do it. All right, I'm out of here. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah.
Battery 90%. Connected to dirt.
What time is it?
It's 15:02.
15:02. I'm a few minutes late. All right, I gotta hurry home. Gonna go for a ride with my wife. Peace out.